Hey everybody, Dr. Sheena Howard here, founder of Power Your Research, an academic branding company where I help academics and educators increase their visibility, authority, and income without the expense of a publicist. And I'm really excited to talk to you today about why the world needs more public scholars after the election. So, if you are a PhD, a professor, um, this should be a really exciting time for you to take action. So there are a lot of things that are going on right now that gives you an opportune time to build your community, to find people that are looking for a subject matter expert like you. And it doesn't matter what field you're in. Some professors are like, hey, I'm in this field. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say outside of the college campus. And it's just not true. My PhD is in intercultural and rhetorical communication, and I have built two communities around my expertise, around the things that I care about. And sometimes it's not about building a community necessarily about your research around your research, but sometimes it is. So today I'm just going to share three tips and three ways to think about how this is an opportune time for you post election. And when I say post election, I mean starting right now, but also over the next 4 years. Because what do we know now? We know who the next president is going to be. We all have clarity around that. Okay, we have more clarity around what will happen and what won't happen, even though there's tons of uncertainty and fear. And honestly, I'm just hearing a lot of noise in a lot of the media outlets. And uh, there is research that is showing that people are tuning out of the news, even scholars like us who might listen to NPR more, or actually listen to the news. We're tuning out. And so what does that mean? When people tune out or opt out of one outlet, they're looking for places to fulfill their need for information. And that is an opportunity for my professors. Now, first thing I want to talk about is that people are looking for credible voices. They are not looking to tune into the news as much anymore. And that is where you come in. No matter what your area of expertise is, it's your job to make yourself accessible. It's your job to make the information that you have in your head accessible so that you can become a trusted source of truth and clarity, regardless of what your area is. So for me, I have two communities. I have a community around academic branding where I'm just giving you information community. I'm connecting you with other professors building big brands. And then I also run a creative entrepreneurship community, which also has PhDs in it, but it's more creators looking to to turn their passion into six figures. And they're also looking for other people like them. So if you're I just talked to someone on a call the other day who's in public health. Oh my goodness, you need to make yourself, your information, your niche area within public health accessible. So start posting, start writing op-eds, start landing your media placements, start finding places that people go where you will be there with your information, giving free information to the people. So that's tip number one. People are looking for your voice. Now you need to make yourself accessible, and you have to be consistent. Tip number two, people want community. Now more than ever, people are looking for community. So this particular post-election period, it's leaving, and I think this is true for any post-election period. People are feeling isolated, uncertain. They want to be around people that are like-minded, that want to that let's say you're a climate change researcher. People are looking for that community. They're looking for you, but they can't find you if you're not out here building the community around your stuff. Okay, they want to engage with like-minded individuals who share their values and seek informed discussions. And that is what you can be creating just by showing up. And you can foster these spaces. So I'm talking about things like your own personal blog, things like doing live sessions like this. It doesn't take you much effort to jump on a live and stream it across your platforms and talk about your facts that you know about your particular area. Start your own podcast or start going on podcast interviews. Now, in the Power Your Research program, we curate all this for you. We curate the podcast. We help you pitch and do all that stuff. But if you need direction around this, maybe it is something you want to do around live sessions and just come on here and start talking to the people. I highly encourage that. People are looking for you. Power Your Research can give you some directionality around what should you even show up and say. What's this going to look like? When am I going to show up live? Do I even have time? Jump on a call with me. Let's talk about it. Particularly for the tenured professors. Right now, I'm only doing free consultation calls with tenured professors. But if you look on LinkedIn, if you go to the Power Your Research webpage, or if you just DM me, there are programs for PhDs that you can get started on today without even having to do a call with me. So click around on the website, DM me, or go to my LinkedIn. You'll see the links there. So my call to action for professors in terms of building community is start doing live Q&As, start a free community, start a Substack, start a blog, get people that care about the thing you have to say into one place, because I promise you they are looking for you right now. Now is the time. And then the last thing I'll say around an opportunity for you around post-elections, people, context and hope. Okay, again, I can't stress enough. People are tuning out of the news. They're tuning out of NPR. But when people tune out of things, they're looking for something to replace it, right? Right now, a lot of people are feeling like there's just a lot of noise, right? They're confused. They may be discouraged. So public scholars have the unique ability to provide context, whether it's like historical parallels or cultural insights or just actionable solutions that you can just start sharing in terms of your subject area or the thing that you're passionate about. And again, I always like to stress the thing that you're out here talking about and building community around. It doesn't have to necessarily be connected to your research. It could just be something that you're passionate around. And when I say build community, I think sometimes people's brains go to, oh, it's gonna be a lot of work. And like, what I'm saying is just start talking and making yourself accessible. Right now, me just being here is building community. A couple people are going to tune in. A couple people are going to send me a message. A couple people are going to say, hey, you know what? I agree with you. Like, my work has just been out here getting a couple of Google Scholar citations, and I'm just talking to 30 kids a semester about it. And I want to talk to more people. I want to talk to thousands of people about it. I do want to share more, right? So just showing up builds the community. And then if you can create some context, right, and even some encouragement to people right now that may be feeling a little uncertain, that's the beginnings of building a community. Now, once you start at step one, right, there's strategies that you can then build something big. And that's where Power Your Research comes in for the academics that are ready to not miss this moment, to be the needed voice in this moment in your area. So I really, really, really encourage you to not think about this time as uncertain as the noise may sound, but go out here and take action. Okay, be that voice for people. So again, if you're new here, my name is Dr. Sheena Howard. If you're listening to this episode on the Power Your Research podcast, come over to LinkedIn and DM me and let me know you came from the podcast, and I can give you some free resources, some PDFs on building your brand and that kind of thing. Would love to share more information, but otherwise, jump on a consultation call with me if you're a tenured professor, or if not, if you're a PhD, jump into the 30 Days to Media Coverage program. You'll get a 25-minute call with me there, and I'll walk you through some strategy in that program as well. So